Hi, my name is Dr. Lorraine Beach, and I'm campus president for Keiser University in Miami. I see tremendous value in being a member of CAEL. CAEL is an amazing organization. The staff are so knowledgeable, and they do a great job of providing opportunities for members and member institutions to connect with one another. Some of this takes place at their fabulous conference that they hold annually, but in addition, there are opportunities throughout the year for members to connect and share best practices and to provide that knowledge for those of us that are members to have access to that. And I find that to be just amazingly helpful as a practitioner in the field of adult learning. As a member of CAEL, some of the benefits that I most appreciate and take advantage of really come down to the relationships and the networking. In my role, I really rely on my relationships with my own colleagues, both at my own campus, but especially throughout the industry. And so being a member of CAEL, I have access to members literally all over the country. And so it's really nice to have an opportunity to connect with other people who share my passion. Working with adult learners to me, it's a calling. And so to have the opportunity to work with people who have that same calling, that same passion, and again, to share best practices and, and just connect. It's just really, those are the most important benefits that I take advantage of for myself and for my campus. So one of the things that I love about CAEL are the opportunities for networking that they provide. The most important, or maybe the most exciting for me, is the CAEL conference. Having the opportunity to gather in person with colleagues in the industry is amazing. But what I also love and appreciate about CAEL is that they have opportunities throughout the year virtually for us to continue to connect. One of those is actually called CAEL Connect, and that's available through their website. But in addition, one of the other opportunities that they provide are Coffee with CAEL events. And in fact, I was honored to be asked to participate as a facilitator in one of the Coffee with CAEL networking opportunities. And I really enjoyed being able to share my own passion. I did it with one of my students, and so we were able to talk a little bit about what we were doing at my campus, but I look forward to hearing from others who are willing to share their expertise and what they're doing to support adult learners. I joined CAEL as an early, not a young, but as an early practitioner in adult learning, and it's really been through the knowledge and experiences that I've gained through CAEL that I have continued to grow as a practitioner in adult learning, and therefore I believe my impact has become better, improved, because of the opportunities I've had through CAEL. Being a CAEL ambassador for me is an amazing opportunity to give back to an organization that has given me so much. And I love having the opportunity to spread the word of CAEL and all the good things that CAEL does as an organization to other members and encourage them to become more engaged and more active in the CAEL organization. There's so many great things that CAEL has to offer, and I feel that being an ambassador, I have an opportunity, I have a forum to really share that experience and that excitement, and hopefully encourage others to be more engaged in CAEL and perhaps even consider being an ambassador themselves. It really is a lot of fun, and it's a nice way to connect with the CAEL staff as well, who are really just an amazing group of dedicated fellow adult learner practitioners. One of the things I value about being a member of the CAEL community is the commitment we make to our adult learners to ensure that they all have access, equitable access, we would say, to the resources that we provide as a community. And our community is made up of higher education, post-secondary practitioners at colleges and universities, but it also includes our workforce development partners and our employer partners. And the goal is for us to work together to make sure that we meet students where they are, and our adult learners they come with multiple challenges, and so we need to be sensitive, and I think that our CAEL community does this. We need to be sensitive to the fact that some of our adult learners, they may not have time during the Monday to Friday 9 to 5 workday to come into a campus and access their educational opportunities. And so I think our community does a good job of remembering to provide other opportunities. Maybe it's evening hours, maybe it's weekends. I know at my own campus we are open on evenings and in weekends to invite our students to come to our campus. But I know we also do a really good job at providing some of that training and the application process and the very complicated financial aid process virtually. Sometimes it's by phone, sometimes we do a Zoom. And I know that my colleagues in CAEL, the CAEL community, are doing similar creative things to make sure that we are meeting the needs of our adult learners and providing them an opportunity to reskill or to upskill and improve their own status in life as they move forward. And one of the other things that we really appreciate as members of the CAEL community is that the educational journey for our adult learners, it's transformative, and it really gives them an opportunity to transform their lives and to take a step forward. When I see that transformation take place, it's so rewarding, and it reminds me every day of why I do what I do for my adult learners. CAEL is absolutely a leader in the adult learner community. And I know myself, I look to the members and the leadership, the staff at CAEL for guidance and support. I have been in adult learning a long time now, but I remember when I first started as a practitioner in the world of adult learning, the first place I turned for guidance and support and camaraderie and mentoring was to the CAEL community and the leadership at CAEL specifically. And I'm appreciative that they provided so much knowledge and best practices and helped me to connect with others who were doing the same thing I was doing but had been doing it a little bit longer, and so had some experience and mentorship that they could provide. And so when I think about anybody who is just starting down the path of working with adult learners, I would recommend that they look to CAEL for that same leadership and that same opportunity to network and connect with those who have gone before them and may have a few tips to share. And one of the other opportunities is really the opportunities for professional development that are offered by the CAEL staff and CAEL leadership. Even if you've been doing it a long time, we all benefit from professional development opportunities. So I would encourage anyone to take advantage of the professional development offered by CAEL. As I think about my colleagues who are also working in this very rewarding and exciting world of adult learning, I would encourage them to become members of the CAEL organization. Again, the networking and the knowledge sharing and the resources that CAEL provides are so valuable. You can't even put a price tag on it. They have the commercial and XYZ is priceless. Well, membership in CAEL to me is priceless. And I really value the opportunities to network and learn from my colleagues and learn from the CAEL staff. They are so knowledgeable, so professional, and they are so dedicated to supporting all of us who are out there, boots on the ground, supporting adult learners every single day. So if you have not yet joined the CAEL community and become a member, I encourage you to do so today.